Good evening. Today's weekly expiry was sort of okay, not really great. Couldn't capture all the momentum as I have to step out due to some emergency. But overall it was a bit of choppy ride, but too decisive momentum I would say. All right, let's begin with the setup for tomorrow. That is 9th of April. Okay, five-step video. Number one, pattern formations. As you see, there are three different channels being formed out here. So we got one downward sloping channel which is here. We got the horizontal panel, horizontal channel. I'm sorry, parallel channel, and then we got the upward trending channel. Okay, this is a new trend which is getting or which is in place recently. Okay, in order to break the downward sloping channel decisively, now it needs to break the horizontal parallel channel quite strongly. Where it have actually taken a resistance today, and it made a bit of fall thereafter. The risk would be if at all in tomorrow's session, if it sort of resumes into this downward sloping channel, which is somewhere around here, this would trigger a negative bias. Okay, where we will be looking for a short trade while the support of 32,618, uh, rather if after adding a bit of buffer it would be somewhere around 32,540, but again you got 32,500 as an OI resistance, sorry, OI support, which can support or hold the fall for a bit of moment. But tomorrow being the first day of the new week, so there isn't or there aren't much short build up at the moment as per the OI data. So you know the ground is a bit clear at the moment. So it will depend upon the set of traders. What sort of positions are they keen on building for the coming session? So since the OI data isn't much out there, so if it begins to make a fall, quite possible that it will also be able to break 32,500 OI support levels, and we can look for the further target somewhere around 32,160 to 32,000, let's say 32,050, in around this range. Now, talking about a bit of strength, if at all it opens somewhere around here, okay, we got multiple resistances out here. Uh, the moment it manages to break the OI resistance, which is at 33,000, okay, have some buffer of 33,100 plus, or some, once it manages to break out further, then we are going to look for the upward momentum. Okay, there isn't much resistance after 33,100. We can easily look for the targets of around 33,400 to 33,500, which is now again going to be an OI resistance, as well as the sort of sub resistance of the upward trending channel. Okay, so that's the basic setup as of now. This is what I'm discussing with you is the sort of breakout or the breakdown levels where one can keep waiting. If at all it breaks out or breaks down, then you can certainly enter into it. But the actual trade that we usually suggest in the channel, or the actual trade that takes place in the channel, are from the reversal point. Okay, so for to give you an example, what would be the reversal point? So if at all it opens somewhere around here, if it no if it gets stuck or gets caught in the OI resistance of the 33,000, then based on the multiple methods and multiple readings, we initiate a short trade there and there itself. That takes quite a good amount of practice and experience to uh, realize that it's failing at the moment. The strength is not enough for it to move further highs. Rather, it is going to get disappointed and make the make further fall from there. So this type of trades are suggested real time on the channel. With number two, over resistance support, as we discussed, there isn't much data at the moment for the option chain. We will be looking tomorrow with the initial beginning of the session as to what direction or which side of the option chain are getting more shorter. That indicates the sentiment of the trader as to what they are thinking, or rather what they want things to happen on the chart. Number three, strikes to enter. If you are entering about 33,100, you can surely enter with the CE of 33,200, 300, 400 at the max. Don't go for 33,500 CE, which will attract the option seller if there is any sort of increase or rise in the option premium, that being the OI resistance. Similarly, if you are entering short, let's say somewhere around 32,700, then you can surely enter with 32,700, 600. Try to avoid 32,500 strike, or if you can make out that it is surely going to breach further low or further support, then you can also go with 32,400 PE. Okay. uh, simple logic. You can surely try with the C's and P's up to the target that you are saying. Your intent should be to enter into the ATM options, which will eventually turn into ITM options. With what is ATM at the money, and what is ITM, that's in the money. Number four, overall trend of the market. We are yet negative in terms of overall trend of the market. This is the bounce that we are seeing from last 2 or 3 odd sessions is nothing but the retracement that is taking place at the moment. There are certain levels. Once it breaches the first level of the retracement decisively, we will be looking for the second level of the retracement. If it how it reacts when it reaches there, what sort of test it manages to take, and then how it decides to move further, or resume the fall. So that level is yet to be tested. Overall wrong for tomorrow, again a bit choppy and indecisive, because as you see, there are three formations which are getting formed. When we look at the formations, these formations are nothing but rather the path which are drawn by bulls and bears, as to what they are intending to, as to what they are trying to do in the market. That is being clearly projected on the chart. So that is what we need to, and we should try to read out here. As seen on the chart, there are multiple formations, multiple channels being formed. This is indicating indecisiveness. Okay, this is indicating indecisiveness. This is indicating a sort of lacking conviction in the market, as to they are not sure if they should be continuing with the long trades, or they should be continuing with the short trades. So tomorrow is going to be again a bit of indecisiveness, or a bit of choppy trade. Let's see if it breaks out any sort of channel out here, we can be surely trade towards that direction. Or if it breaks down the channel, then we know what we need to do. Key things to remember, as I keep repeating in the every video, you should be following the same margin versus position sizing. So if you're a part of my channel, you know what is the ratio of position size to the margin that you are currently making use of. How to manage positions and how to manage the profit, that is also very well, the info is cascaded on the channel. Loss quota, ensure you do not trade beyond the loss quota. And most importantly, the psychological aspect, which 95% of traders fails to understand, and they keep making losses and further losses. Uh, you can join me at Triple Eight Trade Telegram channel for the live trades with explanation and real-time handholding. You can find the link to join in the description box. I will be taking care of the technical and prompt you on managing your positions while in profit or loss. But be prepared with the psychological aspect on every front of the trading, especially when the days are expected to be choppy, indecisive, or not that clear. Please do subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for instant updates on the setup and stock picks. All the very best. Thank you. Good night.